What's going on, everybody? It's Nate, your vintage roller, and I am here in the driveway today. I'm not going to be skating because I might skate. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. International Game of Blade threw out a really dope outspin half cab Mizu, and I think I can lock that. So we'll see. But shin's recovering a little bit. Shin and ankles are still a little sore from Woodward, but hey, it was fun. It was a blast. But guess what? I got wood. That's right. You know what that means? Wood, me, today's ramp tech. So I'm gonna be building myself a brand new Epic box. I'm gonna call it the Epic box because I designed it. It came up with the thought process in my head. So I'm gonna build it. Y'all can come along on the journey while I'm building this. The kids are gonna be rolling in the driveway, kicking on the kickers, and playing around on the quarter pipe. So hang out, see what I build, and then we'll skate it. Alright, so check it out. 10 feet by 4 feet. I'm about to do my cuts. First cuts. I'm going to cut on the opposite side of the line that I draw, so it gives me a full 4 feet in distance. And then make sure you save your leftovers. You'll come back to them later on and need them for something else in the next project. Tools that you'll need for today: you're going to need an impact driver, a drill. You're going to need a way to recess your drill holes, wood, handsaw or miter saw, and you can make it work. You can do almost all of this with just a handsaw because you're only making small little cuts. You're not really worrying too much about miters, and I will show you how to make your miter cuts with the handsaw as well as your miter box. So remember I told you to keep this around? You're going to need it. So this right here is going to be key for the next part of this project. So the way this project's going to work, it's going to be a four-sided box. Pun intended, but no, like it's going to be 2 rails on each side and then 2 rails in the center at different heights. Both sides are going to be on a down angle, and then the center rails are going to be on a flat. This right here is going to be a brace. I'm going to cut it in half and build the centers. So you need to make sure you keep this, so you cut the ends off, so you get the space that you need to put it in the middle, because this is not exactly 10 feet now. The boards are 10 feet long, and then these are 1.75 inches, so there's going to be 3 inches difference, so you need to make sure you cut 3 inches off the edge of the board here. You can do that one of 2 ways. You can actually measure it to the inside, or you can take this and mark 1 and cut it off the ends and go from there. Okay, so the centerpiece is going to be 30 inches high, okay, and a foot wide, which is going to give me roughly a center, if I did my math right, of about 6.5 inches down the middle, which is enough to hop up and do a wheel roll, allow your foot to comfortably land in a top-side position, or if you need to, you want to do a double rail sole, however you want to work it out. You got skills, that's a gift, that's real, get ill. Okay, so now what you want to do is make sure when you put this in the middle, you're going to want to center it. So grab your tape measure and your pencil, and you're going to measure from side to side and mark your center on both sides. You can do the same thing here. Measure your center on this and line up your marks in the middle. That way you're verifying that you're getting everything in the dead center of your boards. Make sure you're getting a nice solid centerpiece, and from there you start building up. So once you get your bottom frame built up, you start building from the ground up, starting with your supports, however you want to start. If you want to do the middle first, if you want to do the sides first, and go from there. I'm going to start in the middle and work my way up, and then I'll work on the outside and then finish everything up with my 1/2" CDX. At the end of this, I will do an edit and tell you how many pieces of lumber I've got, what I've got, and how much it cost me at the end, and then go from there. Alright, so the center of this, like I said, is going to be 30 inches tall. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 braces on each side to give me good stability for the center. Because it is going to be thinner, it's going to be more narrow. I need a little bit more stability than I do on the outside. But just to keep myself safe and whoever skates is safe, I'm definitely going to do it's going to be 4 pillars on the inside, 4 pillars on the outside, and it's going to be connected and secured that way. Alright, y'all, so I got all my pillars cut for my centerpiece. What I'm going to do is I'm going to screw them in, but first thing I need to do is I need to figure out my spacing on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my tape measure. I'm going to measure the open space after I put the first 2 in and divide it by 3 and find out where the center point is, because there's going to be 3 spaces in the middle. That way it gives you your proper spacing and spaces out your boards nicely to distribute the weight when you jump onto your ramp or your box. Alright? Roughly about 2 feet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure 2 feet in. It's going to be a little different, smaller. There's a gap in the middle. That's alright. Most of the impact is everything closer out to the edge. So that's actually going to give me a little bit more security and stability with landing points instead of where you're actually sliding across. Alright, so check it out. It's gonna be noisy out here, even noisier without the salt. You know, the salt's going, but the kids are out here now too. So what I did, just if you're doing this by yourself and you don't have a team to help you out, something you can do when you're building your top frame for this ramp here is come down a little bit, take one of your screws because you can reuse them, put it in the wood so you can actually set the board on top, and it's going to balance there and hold it in place long enough for you to drill, screw it in place, and hold it secure, and from there you can finish building. Alright, it's just a little tip that I figured out along the way, and all of the stuff that I've built But
you just need to know someone.
So here we go. We're gonna finish up
friendly
top ring, and then we'll start working up on the sides here and securing everything in place.
That's pharmacist for details.
Alright, what's up, y'all? Now we're getting into the interesting part, the down angles. So, I really didn't feel like trying to set my miter up to do all of that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my boards to length. The first board, so front board, these two first boards, so board 1 and board 4 will be cut to length. The length that I want the back to be and the front to be. So, it's going to go on down angle. Then I'm going to mount my board up against it, and what that's going to do is going to give me my down angle. And then after that, I'm just going to use my handsaw and cut it across and go from there. So, here we go. Alright, y'all, check it out. So you see, this is on an angle, okay? Now, if I was a smart man, and I'm not, I would know the mathematics to get the angle on this. But I don't, and I'm not trying to do that right now. So I'm going to cheat and do it the easy way. I'm going to grab my rip saw, and I'm going to cut it. So I'll show you how to do it. Alright, so this is a Bosch handsaw. Okay. Standard 6-inch blade, alright, for rip. What you're going to do is turn it sideways, bracing it, okay, and cut across. Now, if you've got a deeper saw, which I do, I've got my 10-inch one that I'm going to go get because this is just a little too shallow, you can do it that way. Or you can cut it down, take it to your miter box and cut it that way. It's however you choose to do it. I'm going to try this way to see what kind of a cut I can get, see if I get a decent cut, and go from there. All right. So. Well, apparently my battery's dead in that, and that's not cool. So what I'm going to do is just going to cut it off, but that's how you would do it. That way, it doesn't give you the cleanest cut, but if you're going to be dropping plywood on the top of it, it's going to cover it up, and you can go from there. Okay, so here's the deal. I was not able to do it with my rip saw because, one, my 6-inch isn't deep enough, which doesn't give me a decent enough cut. So what I did is I marked it with my 10-inch, but the battery's dead in my 10-inch. It gave me a 5-degree angle. So if you've got a miter and you can mark your 5-degree angle, that's one way you can do it. Hi. If that doesn't work, what you can do is you can still mount it in with one screw, mark your line, and then hold it down on your sawhorses or whatever you're using, and do a free cut with your handsaw. So that's how you can make that happen. I'm sorry I wasn't able to show you with the the handsaw, but life happens. Cool. Let's keep going and see what we finish up with. Okay, everybody. So framework is done. I'll give you guys exact measurements and everything once it's all complete. The angle here is about a 3.5 degree angle. So if you set your miter box up and set it between 3 and the 4 or the 4, I'd much rather had a 5 if I would have realized it, but you know, hindsight's 2020. I think this is a great angle right now just to get used to a nice slope. The top is nice and flat and level. It is very sturdy, but you guys, I've got something special to show you. There's a nice little kit here on Amazon by Space Care, and it is a heavy duty 440 pound set of casters. You put them together and they're retractable. They're about 5.5 inches long. You step on them, it drops them down, pulls them back up, and so you're good to go and move it around. They stay out of your way, so I'm going to put them here on the outsides to where they're not, you know, if I'm jumping on them from the side. Going over this way shouldn't be an issue. So we'll see how it looks at the end. A little short on plywood. I didn't realize I thought I did my math right and I was wrong. So I have to go back to Lowe's on Monday to get the rest of the stuff that I need to complete it. But it should be skatable tonight. Hopefully if I can get the rest of this put on. So let's keep going. So here's the progress, y'all. Got 3 of the 4 installed. I got to drop some more screws in for stability, but they're there. I've got a metal rail for my main downside because a little bit better practice for metal. Eventually I want to transition to 2 metal on this side and then angle iron on the other side. So it's going to be angle iron on the top and an angle iron on the bottom. But that's a pretty pricey fix right there. I don't know if you can see the down angle here. You might see it better with the coping on there, the PVC. Yeah, that's a down angle. Going to be installing these right here tonight, hopefully, to be able to move it and get out of the way until I can finish everything up. But that's my progress so far today. Let me know what y'all think. I know this is going to be a 2-part YouTube thing, but I'm going to throw this up onto Rollerblade and get you guys' thoughts. Okay, what's up, y'all? It's Nate. I am back again for day 2 of Ramp Tech. Build's almost done. I've got to install the metal rail on my natural side, and then I got to close up the ends of it. With that, there's going to be some supports that I'm going to put in for the wheels that I'm going to put on, and we'll go from there. So stick around. It's almost done, as you can see, and again, at the end of this, I will give you guys an updated build list of how everything was done, what all it's a part of, and everything else like that. So let's get it cracking. Alright everybody, so I'm pretty much done. I gotta go get some plywood later, probably not tomorrow. Finish sealing up the backside here, and so it's gonna be right here. Gotta finish sealing up those. Now I'm gonna leave the ends here open. The reason I'm gonna leave those open is because of the casters that I have here. So check those out. Makes it super easy to roll and move in and out. Now, I will tell you, you're going to want to change the screws out in them and reinforce the bigger screws. They will hold the weight. They're designed for 440 pounds. This right here is pushing that. So just keep that in mind when you're building this. If you can, limit your weight and go from there. But yeah, so I like it. I think it's going to work well. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, hopefully I get to skate it soon. So until next time, y'all, hopefully I'll be on the driveway grind. I'm not going to get to skate today. Got some stuff to do with the family. I'll miss out on the International Game of Blade this week, which is fine. I understand. Life happens. So, but until next time, y'all, as always, peace, love, and rollerblades. I'm out.